Hey y'all, I'm Kim, aka the Kimchilada, and welcome to episode, I have no idea, of the Kimchilada Mostly Crochet podcast. You can find me online pretty much everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Ravelry, everywhere at the Kimchilada. And let's go ahead and get started. So last week I had planned to film this podcast and started off with a bit of a vlog. It's a nice little long vlog. So I'm going to insert that here before we get back to this. So here's that. Hey, you guys. I have not been here since Vlogmas, right? Vlogmas. And I did plan on trying to do a full-on podcast today, but I have to get out of my house. I have to escape my children. So I say, you know what? Let me do... Ooh, someone threw out a car. Ooh. Anyway, let me do a bit of a vlog as an intro to just update y'all on what has been going on since then. Because, yeah, I kind of fell off YouTube land while I go to Target to escape for a bit. So, okay. If y'all watched Vlogmas, then y'all know about me making a little Baphomet Amigurumi for my sister-in-law for Christmas. So, I had posted it on Reddit, and it got really popular. A lot of people were asking for them, and I am a bit of a people pleaser. And I said, okay, I'll put some up in my shop. I put it up as a made-to-order item, and they flew off the shelves. I put 4 up there made-to-order, and they were gone, like, immediately. So, January and the beginning of February had been just me making nothing but Baphomet plushes in different colors. And for February, I had planned to make 4 different ones in Valentine's colors for the shop. And I got 2 of them done, and I was just stressing out like crazy because I didn't have them all done yet, and the baby's screaming, and I'm trying to rush to get these done. And I was like, you know what? For what? Why? I don't have to do this. I just, you know, I'm like that. People want things, and I want to make what people want. But I was like, I'm not having fun. I don't need to do this. And so I only made 2 for Valentine's Day, and then I let myself just do what I wanted. So I said, no, I'm making myself things now. And so I started a bunch of projects for myself. I started a Kraken hat, a twisted Kraken hat, that baby Hippo, that crochet verse, I believe, released. Just so many things. I have absolutely no finished objects because I've started so many things and like keep putting them to the side for other stuff. So I'm not gonna have any finished objects to show y'all, because all the finished objects I have made this year were Baphomet plushes that I sold. So they're not in my hands to show y'all. But I do have a lot of works in progress, and I'll try to show you those later today, hopefully, if the baby will let me. While I was leaving, he was screaming. You can hear him. My poor neighbors, because you can hear him from the carport. You can hear his screams. Just, he's a wild boy. So anyway, so that was up until Valentine's Day, was me just working on the Baphomet plushes. Well, if y'all remember, I am in Texas, and Texas got a crazy freak winter storm the week after Valentine's Day. not long enough for it to really be too big of a thing for us, water-wise. But we didn't have power. It's freezing cold. And so me and my little family just spent those days huddled together in the living room on the couch, just all under blankets together. We have a leopard gecko, and I was so worried about him because it was entirely too cold for him. So I ended up having him in one of my pouches that I bought from Home Row Fiber, one of those beautiful little cotton craft bags. I had him inside of that, and then that inside of my shirt or my sweater or whatever. Even slept with him like that, just to give him my body heat to keep him alive, because I was so worried that he was gonna die. It was so cold. So, that week had no time to do any kind of podcast, because once, everything went back to normal, it was kind of a rush to try to keep things together. We had to clean out the fridge. All the food went bad, which, I don't know, we're kind of dumb in that we didn't think to just put the food outside when it was freezing. But we didn't know how long the power was going to be out. We were told, it was going to be like rolling blackouts, and it was not. It was just no power for 3 days. And then when we did get power back, we weren't even sure how long it was going to last, because we had lots of friends where they would get power for like a couple of hours and then it was out again. So it was a whole disaster. That whole winter storm was just a whole mess. Big mess. There was no way I was going to film anything then. And then, it should have been time for me to just crochet while I had nothing else to do. But I was so busy just doom scrolling on Facebook and things, looking for updates on what was going to happen, that I didn't take advantage of the time to work on anything during that week. So that happened. And then also, I do believe I mentioned it during Vlogmas that my husband was offered a promotion. And so that's just barely coming into effect. Hopefully this week. Like, he's got his pay raise already, which is amazing. I done treated myself to so many things already. It's a problem. I have to stop that. But he's going to be working on a different shift. It's going to be second shift. It's going to be like in the afternoon to evening instead of mornings now. But in the meantime, he's been just working nonstop. He's had like barely any days off. He's been working weekends. And I feel bad, like him having time off finally, or like him coming home from work and then me being like, all right, so now you're in charge of everything for a while I dip off and do my thing for YouTube. Because it's not just recording, it's also like the editing takes time, and like, he's tired from work, and I want him to have his free time instead of me jumping in and taking it. I don't know. That's probably crazy. Like, it's not much time I'm asking for, but still, I'm like, he's tired. He's been overworked. COVID has people out from work, so he's having to take over them, and plus his usual thing. It's a big mess. So I have not had time to film. He's finally been off this weekend. He was off yesterday and today. And yesterday I took advantage of that time to do my lockdown looks challenge. I did it for Christmas time. Did I do it during Christmas time? No, I did it during Halloween. I did Halloween's lockdown look challenge. And then I tried to do February's, and I only got one day in, and then I could not get myself to do the rest because, life has been kind of wild. And so yesterday I did this month, and was sprinkling, I'll insert a photo maybe, I don't know, of that. It's just florals. I had bought like butterflies, and I was also going to put those like in my hair, but the baby was getting restless, and I said, you know what, it's good enough, we're just going to go with that. So I did that. Oh yeah, yarn purchases had been mostly just things spelling my name. So I'll show those, and then of course my knit crates. But I've paused my knit crates because I have not made anything with my sock yarns. I have the sock crate, and I haven't made anything with any of them. Wow, really, mattress person? She's gonna get in front of me like this? That's fine, I guess. But yeah, so I've put a pause on my knit crate until I can actually use one of my damn sock yarns. I need to order a Swift. I really need to get me a little Swifty Swift to ball on my sock yarns. Ooh, that's a pretty motorcycle. Wow, wow. So yeah, that's been about it. I don't think I've really had any other yarn purchases. I got my Chaigu knitted needles for Christmas. I showed those on Vlogmas. But I haven't gotten any other. No, I haven't gotten anything else. I don't think. Just random yarns, clearance yarns, sale yarns. Other crafts I've been doing. What else? Oh, I have been trying to do nails. I've always been big on like nail polishes and nail art, but I mean, the baby does not give me time to sit there and let my nails fully dry through several coats of nail polish. So I've been mostly sticking to any polish that's like one coat and dries quickly. So it's usually like a shimmer. They dry pretty quickly. And so I was on the TikTok and saw that people are now applying like full nails, like press-on nails, but they apply it with either gel or acrylic. Y'all aren't gonna let me exit? Man, they're not gonna let me exit, are they? Y'all gonna make me have to do a U-turn? Come on, car. Come on, car. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Anyway, so people are applying their press-on nails with acrylic or with gel, and I was like, that's genius, because I had tried before. I've tried to do acrylics, but it was way back in the day, like probably over 10 years ago. And back then you didn't have like Amazon to buy cheap supplies on, so like I had bought a nail drill, but it was like from China, from eBay, for super cheap, and it was like crap. It was horrible. So I was not able to do good acrylics since I didn't have good supplies. And then I tried to do just press-ons with glue, and that worked for a while, but if you have any kind of bubbles underneath your nails, you can get moisture in them, and you can get what's called greenies, and it's like you get a little, it's not really an infection, it's more like a fungus that grows on there, and it's not, it just looks bad. It's not gonna like hurt you as far as what I've read. It's not anything that's gonna like damage your fingers or anything like that. It just leaves a green stain on your nails. So that had started happening then, and I was like, no. So I stopped doing that. And I have naturally very thin nails, so I did like to get my nails done pre-COVID, pre-baby, pre-all of that, when I had time to go and get nails done on the regular. So I've gotten into that. I've bought the stuff to do it with gel. I've bought the stuff to do acrylics. I bought a nail drill, so I'm like taking this deadly serious. And I had nails on this week. I took them off because I want to try again. I want to do more nails. So hopefully I also want to do that today. I want to put on another set of nails today. And then also Shay, the bestie, used to go get his nails done with me. He gets like a little stiletto and just clear. Look like a vampire or something. I love it. It's a great look. So I'm hoping I get to do his nails this week. And since he's a man, I cannot do a full nail on him. His nail beds are just way too wide. And all the nail tips that I had, and then, not the tips, the full nails, all the full coverage nails I had, and then the one, he even ordered some, they were not wide enough to cover his full nail bed, because he has wide nail beds, because he's a man. And, excuse me, sir. Dad having fun pushing his child running. Anyway, so I was like, you know what? I can just do acrylic nails. We'll buy tips and I'll just do acrylic nails on you. So I bought tips and I have my nail drill and I'm going to try to do acrylics on my bestie. And we'll see how it goes. I think I can do it. I think I'm capable. Good enough, I feel like. So I've got that going on. I also, I used to be very into Monster High dolls for a while. I still have like a crap ton. I have a pretty large collection. And I also liked to try to customize them. I don't have art skills. I've said it before. I cannot paint or draw or anything like that. But I do like to change their hair. So I was at the thrift store and I bought a Disney Animators collection Ariel doll. She's super cute. The little toddler ones, they're so adorable. But I'm a little vain, I guess. I don't know. And I really want to customize it to look like me. So I ripped her head off, which was a whole debacle, to try to get her hair out and give her new hair. So that's another craft I'm trying to work on. I thought I was going to convince myself to do that like before I put on another set of nails, but I really want to go ahead and do that today. And so I think she's just going to sit to the side headless for a while. Yeah. Well, anyway, I am at Target. So hopefully the plan is that I will be able to film a little bit more of an actual podcast thing when I get home to just kind of show y'all my purchases and all these started projects that I've been working on. Maybe showing y'all will, motivate me to actually work on them. But yeah, so see y'all in a bit, I hope. So yeah, that was me on the way to Target. I had planned to go ahead and film this right after I got home, but life gets in the way sometimes. So here we are a week later, me trying to film. So I decided I'm just going to show y'all what I'm actually working on and not the bunch of projects that I had started and have just pushed aside for a while. Also, I apologize for all the glare. These glasses don't have any of that anti-glare coating on them because I was cheap and didn't get them. And I'm just not in the mood to wear contacts today, so you see the ring and all that. So anyway, let me show y'all what I've actually been working on. So first thing is a sock, yet another sock, and I hate this. So I was subscribed, I recently paused it, to Knit Crate, their sock crate, and I kept getting all these beautiful sock yarns, but they're so pretty that I don't want to use them just yet because I bought all kinds of cheap clearance yarns that I've shown before. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and use up that cheap yarn before I use this good stuff, especially since I haven't knit in so very long. I want to make sure that my tension is still okay before I go into using these beautiful yarns. So I decided I'm going to use up some of my old cheap yarns that I bought. I got this on clearance a while back. I showed it before. It's like a Patton's Croy Effects something. And honestly, I think this is so ugly. But I think I got it for I think it was like $3 for a 50-gram ball or whatever of it. It's... And these black and white parts are supposed to be stripes, I'm pretty sure, but I refuse to do a gauge swatch and all that, which is a problem. I know it's a problem. And I really should be doing that, especially if I'm doing anything that's going to be worn, but I don't want to. So I'm not doing it. But I'm kind of okay with it. I actually preferred it up here where it's not, well, I guess it kind of looks checkered, doesn't it? Well, I kind of just wanted it to be kind of a mess and not so much stripes or checkers or anything. So that's where we are on that. I'm trying to actually follow the pattern, which is the leg is supposed to be 60 rounds, I believe, and I'm on 30 something. And I've only done this one, and I've been working on it for a while, but I do 2-3 rows a day, and then I'm meh, I toss it off to the side. So that's something I'm working on. Another thing I've had a lot of false starts, I guess. There's this pattern, I believe it's called Bubbalub. It's really cute. I'll insert a photo right here of what it is. And the pattern, so like the pattern is kind of, I don't want to say it's a recipe because it is completely a pattern, but there's a lot of variations to it. Like it has like a bunch of different ways you can do the mouth. You can give it an underbite, you can give it an overbite, you can give it no mouth. It has different like fins and stuff to it. It's really, really cute. And to me, I'm like, that's an axolotl. It's a fat axolotl. So my plan was, I'm going to make an axolotl. So I started it. And you know what? This one, no, it's off. So I started it. Hopefully it's not super blown out by the camera. And I wanted it with the underbite. So here's his little mouth. But for some reason, it's not straight. Like you see his mouth is going down at an angle to where his legs are. And I'm making sure my nails are not gross. But like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if it's, so the pattern is worked in the round, right? But instead of going in a spiral, it does have you end the row, you know, connect with the slip stitch and then chain one and do the next row. And I think maybe I'm crocheting the first stitch one over and that's what's throwing it off because I'm counting every row and it's still super crooked. And I don't know, it was worse the first time I did it, and it turned out that at one point it tells you to chain out and then turn to go down, and instead of going this way, I was turning it and going this way. So the feet were like here, and I was like, no, that's not gonna work. So I got frustrated with this thing. So then Kalisha from the Quirky Monday podcast bought these two, what are they? I think they're Lion Brand tweed something. I don't remember what they are. I'll insert the name, but they're beautiful. And I had already bought one too. I'd been having this and I was knitting a hat with it, and I had planned to practice my color work. So I was knitting a plain beanie, but was gonna put pink hearts in it. And then when it came to the time when I was going to start doing the hearts, I was like, no, I don't want to. I just want to knit in a circle. So it was probably more than halfway done as a hat. And I said, no, this needs to be something else because this is so beautiful. And Kalisha made a gorgeous cardigan. I absolutely love it. I'm so jealous. I should do that. But also, Kalisha, you crazy. You're in Florida. Why the hell do you need a worsted weight cardigan? And same here. I absolutely don't need a worsted weight cardigan. And I collect sweaters and it makes no sense. So I don't need to do that. So I thought, I'm going to turn this into a Bubbalub. So I tried again and I'm having the same issue. His mouth is crooked. So I really think is that every row I'm starting it one stitch over than I need to, and that's what's going on. And I told myself, I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to let it be like that, and I'm going to give him a tongue and it's going to go to the side. But I can't. I hate it. I hate it. So I'm going to tear it out and, or maybe not even tear it out. No, I am. I don't want to waste any of this yarn. It's so pretty. It's so beautiful. Like, I'm a slut for any kind of blue greens always, especially and it changes in color. Like, yeah, I'm all about it. I'm all about a color changing moment, especially if it's in blue greens. Also, I love a sunset thing, which is a segue to this other thing I'm working on. So I went to Joann's to buy, I don't remember what I went to Joann's to buy. I think I just wanted to go to Joann's, which happens. So I went to Joann's and they had a sale, and I don't even think these were on sale, but I saw they had like a 2 for $7 on the mandalas, the Lion Brand mandalas. But this is a cupcake. I don't even know if it was part of the sale, but I had to have it because it's sunsetty colors. I love this kind of sunset or like Instagram icon colors. I love this. Love it. So I bought 2 of these. So I said I need to do something that really shows off color changes, right? So I was like, I'm gonna learn Mosaic Crochet. I feel like this with like a solid color will be beautiful. You know, it's really gonna show off this color change. So I started it with white. And I mean, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see. Yeah, you can see it. So I was doing it and I said, you know what, that's not enough contrast. It's just not enough contrast with the white. The colors are too light. It's not showing off the pattern. It's not showing its full potential. So toss that. So then I went to Joann's. No, I did not. I went to Michael's, and I need to learn to stop going to Michael's for yarn. They really don't have a very good selection. I don't know why I keep going, but since this yarn is pretty thin, it says worsted weight, but it's not, I don't think. So I wanted a black yarn that was thin like this. They didn't have anything at Michael's. The closest was a Karen Simply Soft, which I kind of regret because Karen Simply Soft is so splitty. It just splits constantly. But whatever. We persevered. So we started again. And oh yeah, look at that. That is some beautiful contrast. So I decided I wanted to make a tote bag. And I did the one repeat or whatever, and I said, you know what, a tote bag is not going to show off this color change. This color change is too long. It's too long of a color change. It's by the time it might be to orange by the time I finish a tote bag. So I said, no, we're going to have to put this aside for something bigger. Maybe a blanket, maybe a shawl or something. I don't need a blanket. I don't need a shawl. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I love it and I'm going to do something with it. I might just make baby blankets or something so I can gift them. I don't know. So we started it over again. Kept the Karen Simply Soft, but I pulled out, I had one skein of Red Heart stripes, Super Saver stripes in Parrot Stripe, and ooh girl, ooh, let me tell you. So this is gonna go, I should have brought the skein up here, didn't I? So Parrot Stripe, I'll insert a photo of what it turns into, but it's gonna turn into a pretty pink color too, and then go back. And oh man, when I tell you, I'm in love with this. I love this. Look at this. My husband was like, it looks like from Hercules, like Greek. And the bestie was like, it looks like Versace. And I was like, yeah, I see that. I see that. But I love this. And Quirky Monday is having a make-along, the Pisces season make-along. So I was thinking of having this be part of that for me. But there is no way I'm going to finish this in time. So I guess it won't be part of the make-along, but it's just going to be a thing. And I'm planning on making it a tote bag. And I'm still deciding if I want both sides to be patterned or if I just want one side to have the pattern and maybe a solid black in the back, because I do have a lot of solid black I need to use up. But yeah. Isn't it beautiful? We're going to film the rest of this like this because it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I really thought Mosaic Crochet was going to be a little more tricky than it is. And I have so many patterns saved. Oh, and I think this is by Fiber Fox Studios, I believe. I started from a YouTube video and then I ended up purchasing the charts because I love that there's videos for things in case, especially since I'd never done Mosaic Crochet, so it was nice to see how it's done. But I don't have the patience to sit and watch to see what the pattern is. Like I do not, absolutely do not. So I needed the chart. So yeah, it's beautiful. I believe it's Fiber Fox Studios. If not, I'll put in a correction. But yeah, so those are the things I am working on. And then acquisitions have just been very random, and I don't really want to just show the randomness I've gotten because it's been months since we filmed a podcast, and there's a lot that I've gotten in that time. Not just my knit crates, but also me just buying things on clearance, and it's too much. This is gonna go on too long. I think the vlog alone was like 16 minutes, so I don't want to bore y'all with all that. But I got a gift. One of my beautiful online friends. I tell you, I love the internet. I've met so many wonderful people, and I just love them. So I have this friend Maggie who watches my podcasts, and we talk on Instagram and we're Facebook friends and all that. She told me that she had some sock yarn she wanted to send my way because she has not been in the mood to knit, and she wants to see if I'll use it. So yeah, she sent me more than I expected. So let me show y'all all of these. Oh, also a bunch of hair beads, which I've already put in. Look at this, because she had locks and I think she recently got rid of them. So there's that one, and then where is it? This one, I think it's like ceramic, or maybe it's glass. I think it's, I don't know, but it's, you know, a glass ceramic-y situation. It's so pretty. And then there's another one somewhere in here. It's a bunch of hair beads she sent me, and wraps and things. But this is about yarn. So let me show you the yarn. So these two are my favorite ones. They're Premier Cotton Collage. 46% cotton, 33% superwash merino, 12 polyamide, and 9 PBT. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I love the colors. 2 of these. Love these colors. I'm a bad goth, I tell you. I'm a goth kid at heart, but I love bright colors. I love pastels. I love color. I really do. Just not on my person so much. I say, as yesterday I painted my face completely pink. But clothing wise, I stay very neutral. I keep colored in my hair, makeup, and yarns is where I keep my colors. So here's these. They're so pretty. So gorgeous. Love those. And then these 2 blues. You can't go wrong with some blues. And what are these? These are Fortissima sock color. 75% superwash, 25 polyamide. I don't know what language this is. Some kind of something or other. Something not English. Made in Czech Republic. But yeah, those are pretty. You know I love me some blues. And then some earthy tones. These did not have a label, but some pretty earth tones. Pretty. And then this one is Steinbach wool. And this is 75%, I'm assuming that means superwash wool, and 25% polyamide. And where is this from? Austria, Europe. It's another kind of earthy tone one. I like that. And then another, one more sock yarn. Plymouth Socata. 45% cotton, 40% superwash, 15% nylon. Where is this from? Plymouth yarn from made in Italy. But it's from a company in Pennsylvania, it says. But that's pretty. It's like purple pinkies. Like it. Like everything she gave me. And then 3 of these. These are patent iced. This is 67% acrylic, 30% wool, 3% polyester, which I assume is the sparkle. Hope you can see the sparkle. So there's 3 of these. Gave me a packed box. It's amazing. So 3 of these. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but they're really pretty. Super pretty. And it's a, what do you call it? Like a single ply. So I'm really going to have to know what I want to do with them, because frogging a single ply is a nightmare. And there's one more yarn, and it's a Karen cake. Beautiful Karen cake, colorway red velvet. That is very fitting, I must say. That's really cute. I feel like I should make something for my son with this. This screams something little boy to me. I don't know. Adorbs. Love that. So that's all the yarn. But she also, she told me that she has 2 electric yarn ball winders if I wanted one. And I said, if you're not using it, I'll take it. Of course. I'm not going to say no. And I feel kind of dumb. I never thought that was even a thing. Like, of course it's a thing. Why wouldn't it be a thing? But it never occurred to me that it was a thing. So she sent me an entire electric yarn ball winder. I haven't used it yet. But then there's instructions and all that. It's my boy. I'm excited to use that. In fact, you know what I need to buy myself? I need to buy me a Swift, because I don't trust my family to help me to do the whole, hold the yarn out like this while I wind. I don't trust them. I don't. Well, actually, maybe, no. I was going to say maybe I can hold it and then let the yarn winder do the work, but I don't know. Maybe I have to hold this somehow for tension. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to experiment with this thing, but I'm so excited and really touched my heart. I told her, I was like, I'm so just touched that she would even think of me, just this random girl on the internet, to give me her yarns that she's not going to use, That's lovely. I just love that. So I have all those to play around with. And who knows, I might end up... These yarns are so pretty. I have so many pretty sock yarns. Prettier than that crazy sock I'm working on now. That maybe I'll even get that sock off the needles and... Maybe I should just turn that other yarn into like a sock head hat. And I know like the stripes are not going to be right if I do it that way, but I kind of don't care. I really don't like that yarn. And I shouldn't be forcing myself to work with something that's not bringing me joy, right? Right? It's a waste of time. Not really. I'll wear them anyway. I'm a complicated girl. I don't know. So yeah, that's what I have going right now. I was gonna try to show y'all the hippo foot that I made. I made one foot, not even the whole foot. It's a leg and most of a foot. I still had like, I think 2 of the toenails to add to it for this baby hippo pattern right here. That who made it? Was it Crochetverse? I think Crochetverse. Pretty sure Crochetverse made it. I'll of course put a correction if I'm wrong. But it's so cute. But making those little tiny toenails, just, I was like, no, I don't want to work on that. So yeah. Also, my nails. I did my nails. Ooh, they're not that great. I'm telling you, this is the second time I've done the nails, and somehow it came out worse. Well, technically it's the third, because I did them with like a light pink, and they were horrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't know what went wrong, and I ended up soaking them off completely, and then doing it again without acrylic, and I did gel. I mean, they look good from far away. You can't tell from far away. I love having nails because then you just feel your fingers are longer, and I'm so elegant doing anything, which is probably really annoying, but it is what it is, you know. So yeah, that's all I have for today. Hopefully I can get back on somewhat of a schedule for filming and do it every 2 weeks like I was. Fingers crossed. So I'll see y'all next time. Bye.